How are you being affected by high fuel prices?
The fuel prices are just crippling. It's just unbelievable. Sorry, I might get a little emotional. Our fuel bill has gone up $20,000 already this month. It reached last month's total on the 18th of March. So we've still got a few days to go yet before we get to the final figure. But it's not looking good for anybody.
Are you seeing fuel stations, servos not having any fuel to offer, Sharna, on your travels?
Yeah, there is plenty of them around. Even around Echuca, where we're from, there's a couple there already that don't have fuel. And just over in Adelaide, I heard a couple of fellas talking that there was several shells over there that didn't have fuel, and they won't have any until next week. So, there's plenty of that going on as well.
So are you having to plan trips around where you know that there will be fuel stations that have diesel for you?
Not at this stage for us, because we transport more to the biggest cities, so it's not an issue yet, but that's not to say that it's not going to be in the near future, because it seems to be every day there's more and more petrol stations. I read somewhere this morning that there was over 100 stations just in New South Wales that don't have fuel at the moment, so that's a big impact.
You're paying a massive amount more for fuel, as you've described. Will you have to pass on the extra that you're paying to your customers?
We can only pass on so much. The customer's not just going to say, oh, yeah, no, that's fine, we can take on that cost. It's not how it works. And I read that every day on social media. Oh, just pass the cost on, it'll be fine. But it's not as simple as that. It's not. Then the customer has to do something with the added cost. They can't just absorb it either. So in the end, it's going to turn into a shit show, basically.
And how many drivers do you have working for you, Sharna?
So I have 3 and I'm 4. So
right. Can you keep them on? Very difficult question.
I can at this stage, but we're just working day to day. We can't plan anything too far out because I don't know what's going to happen.
Are you doing shorter journeys in order to conserve fuel, or are they working less in order to conserve fuel?
So this month I have actually, they've all had a couple of days off per week just to try and keep the fuel down, but that's not really going to work either, because then you don't have the profit behind your monthly expenses. So it's sort of, it's a bit hard. You've just got to try and juggle it to make it all add up in the end.
So you say you're going day to day. How much longer do you think you can keep on if the prices continue to go up?
Oh, look, I've had this business for 9 years, and myself and all my drivers over the years that I've had have worked our ass off to keep this. So I would hope to say that I'm not going to have to shut the doors. But also I know of 3 people today that have hung the keys up. They said they can't do it anymore. It's not viable. Like you could see the tears through their Facebook posts of them shutting their business down. It's just absolutely terrible.
These are people who have trucking businesses like yours that have now decided to
owner
fold.
Drivers. Yeah, they just can't do it anymore. There's no offer of help, like none whatsoever. And that's the other thing that I just cannot believe. Like, where's the help? I'm not saying hand out millions and billions of dollars, but at least do something.
What sort of help do you want, I'm presuming, from the government to get you through this? Because you've been there 9 years, you got through COVID.
Yes, well, even some sort of subsidy would help, just to bring the price down a bit, so everyone's not going to cop it. Like, we understand prices got to go up. That's out of their control. But what's in their control is they could at least come up with some sort of plan to help subsidise all these transport companies that are working their backside off to keep the country going.
Sharna Chapman, this must be an incredibly stressful time for you, and therefore we appreciate you talking to us this afternoon. Thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you.